Good morning, Jonapod, Mr. Director, Mr. Moderator, dear host of the Conference of Ministry of Justice of Hungary, dear speakers and participants of this international scientific conference. It was on the initiative of Madam Judith Varga, Minister of Justice of Hungary, and Professor János Ede Szilágyi, head of Ferenc Medal Institute of Comparative Law, that at the beginning of this year, the research team Freedom of Conscience and Religion was established within the Central European Professor Network. Researchers from 6 Central European countries joined as members of the team. Professor Loran Singh, Hungary, Dr. Dalibor Dukic, Serbia, Professor Damian Nemec, Czech Republic, Professor Wojtek Vladar, Slovakia, Professor Vania Ivan Savic, Croatia, Professor Frane Stanicic, Croatia, Dr. Michał Poniatowski, Poland, and myself. The work of the team focused around 2 fundamental research problems. The first one was the presence of religious symbols in the public space in the countries mentioned earlier. Detailed studies, including but not limited to on such matters as the historical, cultural and legal context, the model of relations between the state and religious associations, and the guarantees of freedom of conscience and religion, have brought conclusions of very high interest and importance. This will be presented synthetically in a while when Professor Piotr Stanisz presents the monograph entitled Religious Symbols in the Public Sphere, Analysis on certain Central European countries. The other research problem asks questions about selected aspects of the protection of freedom of conscience and religion in Central Europe today. With scientific experience and excellence of its members, the team, over an 11-month period of its processing, have granted a range of useful scholarly papers and even promotion the project, some of which are still planned for December this year. They all show clearly that research on the freedom of conscience and religion is of essence, substance and significance, and that our countries have a lot to offer to Europe as regards the respect for human dignity and the resulting freedom of conscience and religion. Today's International Scientific Conference, The Protection of Religious Freedom in Central and Eastern European Countries, provides an excellent opportunity to present some of the research outcomes at which our team have arrived. The papers that will be presented shortly will focus on 2 main issues, that is, manifestation of religion beliefs, special issues, and the manifestation of religion beliefs in schools. In addition to country-specific legal solution as regards the matter of interest to us, the presentation will also cover the case law of the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg, which was established on the basis of Article 9 of the 1915 Convention, that so-called Strasbourgian standard for the protection of freedom of conscience and religion. Today's conference is the first opportunity for our research team to meet live, at least partly. So far, we have worked and contacted each other online, also during the first conference, which took place on 28 May in Warsaw. It is therefore the right opportunity to express appreciation and gratitude to our colleague from the team for the efforts made and delivery on the task as defined by the project objective. Dear colleagues, thank you so much. On behalf of the research team and myself, I would like to thank the initiator of scientific research and the main organisers of the conference, the Ferenc Medal Institute of Comparative Law, the Hungarian Association for Comparative Law, and the Central European Association for Comparative Law. I am especially grateful to Professor Edejano Sziladzi, Dr. Katarzyna Zombory, and Dr. Adenaisi Rodriguez. Without your commitment and support provided virtually every day of the project, this interesting monograph, important scholarly papers, and other project outcomes would simply not have happened. Thank you so much. I am extremely sorry that I cannot be with you today in Budapest. Unfortunately, the flu stopped me at home, even though I have been waiting for this meeting for many months. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all creative and productive discussion.